Care Resource advises importance of COVID-19 vaccine for the LGBTQ+ community.
The latest COVID Omicron subvariant continues to rapidly spread across the U.S. and is the most genetically transmissible form of the virus to date. As cases rise nationally, Care Resource wants to remind everyone, if you have not received a vaccine or booster in the last 5 months, get vaccinated. Self-schedule your next no-cost vaccination at careresource.org. Care Resource, your community source for health care.
The latest COVID Omicron subvariant continues to rapidly spread across the U.S. and is the most genetically transmissible form of the virus to date. As the coronavirus cases are still rising nationally, Care Resource, which recently celebrated 40 years of its services in existence, wants to remind the American public, especially the LGBTQ+ community of Florida, about the importance of the COVID-19 vaccine and booster. The organization has been dedicated to its mission to improve health and the overall quality of life of our diverse South Florida communities in need for all those years. And all those years, Care Resource has responded to the needs of the community by providing life-changing patient care, while expanding its range of medical specialties and investing in technology and infrastructure to remain on the cutting edge of community health care. As part of its awareness campaign, Care Resource recently shared a YouTube video to remind people that it is time to get vaccinated if anybody has not received a vaccine or booster in the last 5 months. If you are not yet vaccinated or have missed a vaccine booster, you can self-schedule your next no-cost vaccination at careresource.org. The LGBTQ+ community across South Florida and the USA is still at risk of getting infected by the coronavirus. Well, I just will always applaud Care Resource, because we are so fortunate in South Florida, and especially Miami-Dade for many years, but South Florida to have Care Resource, because they really are on the cutting edge, and they really just have our best interests at heart all the time, and they're keeping us aware, and I think I applaud them always.
Yeah, I have to admit that I've been really relaxed, right, about either social distancing or masking or just general sort of carefulness. And I think that this kind of a reminder is really helpful so that we keep it in, top of mind and in our radar, that we have to really be careful. And I attend so many large events with large amounts of people, and it's South Florida, right? It's South Florida. We kiss and hug when we greet one another. And so it's just so good to continue to have this emphasis done. I was at a restaurant yesterday and everybody was asking for hand sanitizer. Now there was none to be seen anywhere. And it was sort of this moment of saying, like, gosh, we've really relaxed way too far. And so I'm glad that they did this.
I can't help but wonder why Care Resource is discussing vaccine and booster, and so many of providers in South Florida are not. And that's one of the things. You make one interesting point in terms of being a good reminder, but it is also a reminder to me of where is the rest of the community, because I'm constantly aware, how many months have I gone before I had a booster? And then I realize, wait, I go through an extended period of time where I haven't thought about COVID at all. And am I taking risk of COVID? And am I banking on the fact that the results or the symptoms will be mild? It won't be potentially life-threatening like we saw before. So it's a good reminder that that the vaccine and the booster are important. I worry about the people that didn't get vaccinated from in the first place.
The initial beginning,
through the initial rotation, and they've been through all of this time. And just by luck of odds, they didn't get infected, but they're sitting there in the potential.
I think Care Resource, because they are so much more all-inclusive with healthcare, of course it started out as HIV/AIDS, but they do so much more now, and I think that's why they want to stay on top of this.
Yeah, it's great.
LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+ community.